Israel. Israel. Israel Johnson. Listen and meditate on this message. Israel, I need for you to focus in order to overcome today. 1. Law of cause and effect. Explanation. This law states that for every action, there is a corresponding reaction. It doesn't predict what will happen in the future, but explains why something is happening based on prior actions. Cause and effect deal with immediate or eventual consequences, helping us understand the direct correlation between an event and its outcome. Example: if you continually overwork yourself, the effect may be burnout. If you're experiencing challenges, it's often a direct consequence of past actions or decisions. Biblical connection: for the wages of sin is death. Romans 6:23. This illustrates the direct outcome of sin without necessarily talking about what you will sow for the future. 2. Law of sowing and reaping. Agricultural law. Explanation. This law speaks to the idea that what you invest will eventually yield results, often multiplied. It's more about what you plant today and how it will grow into something specific in the future. You reap what you sow, meaning the seeds you plant, whether good or bad, determine the harvest you will receive. Example: if you sow hatred, you will eventually reap divisiveness, envy, jealousy, and confusion in your life. If you sow kindness, you will reap peace, love, and joy. Biblical connection: the parable of the sower, Mark 4:3-20, is an excellent illustration of this law. Additionally, James 1:15, then after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death, highlights how sowing sin leads to death as a result. 3. Law of gravity. Explanation. Gravity governs the physical world, but it can also be a metaphor for life's highs and lows. This law reflects the concept that what goes up must come down and speaks to the inevitable balance of life. Example: just as something lifted will eventually fall, in life one can experience happiness followed by sadness, wealth followed by poverty, and so on. Gravity reflects the idea that no matter how high one rises, there are natural forces that bring things back to a state of balance. Spiritual metaphor: think of gravity as representing the natural ebb and flow of life. When you are on a high like happiness or success, the natural forces of life will eventually bring challenges or sorrow. It teaches humility, patience, and acceptance of life's ups and downs.